Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The open man is Smith. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 47 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. First carry now for Justice Hill. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 62 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory. Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. But that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So in playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
Alpha. 48 Mike. What's the run?
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. Dion Lewis, he's at the 50. The 30, the 20, touchdown Titans. Dion Lewis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the carry, it's Hill. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Jackson, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right? These things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Big ass. Safe. I got it.
Off the toss, Lewis. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At their 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Watch the ship.
Throwing is Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
from the gun on third down, Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020. And they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden Land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go, let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going again on the ground here with Hill. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Give him 30 yards there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31, check 13, it's a safety green, slam, 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 check right.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more. Back, back, back. Check the backer, check the backer. '54's Mike, 54's Mike.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
54 Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Let's go. Watch out, watch out. Tighten up. You got that. You got that.
Rolling to his right. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
On third down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On first down, it's Lewis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2. Brings up
On 2nd and 12, Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 36.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He finds Humphries. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
On the set.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They give it to Hill running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Hill. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Check, check. Lucky. One. Exit. Line 36.
Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Bang, bang.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
The tackle made by Michael Pierce.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short, and they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken very short. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Let's go.
Their own 39-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have...
There goes Mark Ingram. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.